No one's there, thank God, so like, it's less whatever, but... No, you're not upstairs. Okay. That's how it's up. We're going to like run in this box. Let's see where it goes. Yeah, try to find.
Well, it's a good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's Round 9 NPL Men's Victoria match between the hosts, Altona Magic, and a visiting South Melbourne Football Club, coming to you live from Paisley Park Soccer Complex, all thanks to NPL YouTube Victoria page. My name is Alex Sivkarowski, and joining me in the commentary box this evening is Katie Lambeski. Welcome, Katie.
Evening, Alex. Evening, everyone. Looking forward to this one all week, to be honest. This is going to be absolutely a curious game to watch. Two sides nearing in the relegation zone. It's not a sentence I expected to be saying around South Melbourne Football Club, to be honest, coming into this season. I do realise a team with Noel Bonata and George Mellis and Jordan Lampard in their squad, boasting them in their ranks. That's not a team that you can consider, that you must consider more from, and I think this is a chance for them to arrest the slide that they've been on, a chance to rebound. Esteban Quintas, of course, the man in charge for them on the touchline tonight. Altona Magic, they've got a task ahead of them tonight. I'll be honest, they're on home soil, so I can be confident in relation to that. But I just feel like whether they have the quality to go with South Melbourne tonight, I've got my doubts about. But I'm looking forward to bringing it with you, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this plays out over 90 minutes.
Yes, it's a massive game, as Katie mentioned. 13th place Magic on 6 points versus 12th place South Melbourne on 8 points. So both desperate to get a win on the board here tonight and beat out of that bottom three. As we know, 3 dropped this season. So it is all to play for here. Though it's two opposite ends, Katie. Magic have basically one of the better defences in the league. I think they're equal second. With defending wise, they've only conceded 9. Where South Melbourne can't really score. They've got maybe one of the worst goals, not besides Magic. I think they're equal third in worst goals. So it's a bit of a battle of who can score tonight. But more importantly, the stats that we have, Katie, for you is the last time Magic beat South Melbourne at Lakeside, it was the 26th of June 2021 in round 18. It was a 2-1 win. That was 1,379 days. But I'll top you on that as well. The last time Magic won at Paisley Park, we're going to have to go all the way back to round 21, August the 8th, 2009, when the Magic won 3-0 thanks to Karekia, Sivieski, and O'Donnell was an own goal. 5,719 days between drinks. It is a long time since the Magic have tasted victory at Paisley Park.
Fascinating stats. We're talking like OG Victorian Premier League days. That is a throwback, and one I appreciate. That's, if there is a time to break the ice, if there is a time to break through, surely it's tonight. Just those stats around defense and attack. I don't know, maybe something's in the water tonight, but again, goes to show you that the storied history of both of these clubs, proud clubs within their own right, and there'll be plenty of bragging rights and I can't see Altona Magic letting go if they were to by chance get up here tonight.
Well, the number one song in 2009 was the Black Eyed Peas, I Got a Feeling. Can the Magic have a feeling today? So we have kickoff underway here. It's South Melbourne in their white strip kicking to the right of screen, and Magic in the usual red and black kicking to the left. And we'll give you the lineups as we come along. We'll start off with the Magic. It's number 2, the goal scorer from last week, Hiro Kawaguchi. Number 4, Taufik Olamawewe. Number 6 is Stalwart Johnny Stoichevsky. 7, Connor O'Keefe. 8, Saad Mukacha. We'll just pause there as Rossi eventually called offside. Number 10, Christos Theodorakopoulos. Number 11, Bilal Habib. 15, Alexander Gus. 17, Daniel Fabrizio. 85 is Salu Kamara, and the captain and goalkeeper is Christian Rossi there. And for South Melbourne, they've rung in their changes. Obviously, they're out with their big star forward Gustav Mahler out injured, and Marko Jankovic suspended. So for them, in goals is Javier Lopez. 3, Jordan Lampard. 5, the captain, Jake Marshall. Number 6, Lucas Inglese. 10, George Miles. 11, Robert Harding, who scored last week for him. 21, Ross Archibald. 22, Max Mikula. 23, Morgan Evans. 27, Jack Painter Andrews. And 88 is Charlie Leach, playing against his former old side.
Back in familiar territory, isn't he, Charlie Leach? And one player who was very much crucial to that standout season Altona had 2 seasons ago, that finals playing season of 2 years ago. In new surrounds, of course, coming across from Port Melbourne this season. Looks like he's going to be screening that defence, that back four, South Melbourne, but I think he'll have the ability to as well go box to box and push forward in this system. George Mells, of course, his partner in the midfield this evening. So already you're seeing Jack Painter-Andrews looking to exploit, or Morgan Evans, I should say, as well as Jack Painter-Andrews looking to exploit down the right side. I wonder if that needs to be an outlet. I think that's going to be crucial to maybe stretching that Altona Magic defence a little bit more. A goal for South Melbourne would give them a world of confidence. You would have to think for Altona, it's just a matter of keeping them at bay. The longer Altona keeps South Melbourne at bay, the longer that doubt starts to creep in. But early days just yet here at Paisley Park.
Goals are plenty. The Magic, though, don't have a good record. They pretty much have lost the last couple of games they've played against them, and their margin is an average of 2.8 goals. So 4-0, 4-1, 4-1, 5-1, 2-0, 1-0. So South do have the number of them, but the South of yesteryear is not the same of the South that is today. As we mentioned, the pressure is on Esteban Quintas. Fans are calling for him, but a win changes everything. And tonight, Katie, I feel like a win could really get their season back on track, but more so ease that bit of pressure on Esteban so he can continue to coach.
Yeah, I mean, it's very much become a what have you done for me lately results-based business that is the NPL Victoria. It is such an in-depth, tough competition. As Fabrizio moves forward here, has Miles for company.
Kawaguchi, cross into the box, headed away, under the pump now. Magic sense that maybe they can continue the pressure here. The foul on Theodorakopoulos there, and the referee, Puya Gardirian, calls for the whistle here. Great crowd in from south side, a few on our camera side here on either left and right of us, and also the Magic fans in their stand there. Where does the Magic win from here, Katie? Because at the moment, they've only scored 4 goals for the season, only conceded 9. I mean, the defence, they're really rock solid, but going forward, they've absolutely have not been up to a standard that they and only Port Melbourne have 5 and South have 9. So really, they need. Where's the goals come from today, do you think?
I would like to see Daniel Fabrizio lead the line. I think he has the pace and ability to get in behind. He's going to be crucial tonight for Altona if they're going to score here.
Headed away by Mells. Another chance for Gust. Good work there from Gust. Tackle came in by Evans. Gets a round of applause from the away fans. It's Ola Mawewe. Been a couple of times included in the team of the week, so he'll be looking to add to that total. Gets bumped off there is Saad Mukasha now. Chance for South Melbourne to stream forward. The cross is deep. Lining up at the back, it's Painter-Andrews. Overlapping run here by Evans. The cross comes in, it's deep. Headed straight down the throat of Rossi. And for South, they've only scored 9 goals so far this season. Where do they win it from here, do you think?
I think, to be honest, they do have the options of the bench in Bernardo and Brennan, so I think they're going to have the ability to really see this game out strong. I think, particularly, they just need that service. I think that they need that a better cohesiveness and more to release the handbrake, if you will. I know how disciplined they are. We all know how disciplined in the back, and the back of their success in recent years has come off the back of a strong defense in Yankovic and Marshall, manufacturing that. But at the same time, they need to release the handbrake and get them and play to your attacking talent. Like George Miles is the lead playmaker. You know, that should be the crucial link. There should be no excuses for having a more free-flowing approach. The squad has the talent. Whether it has the structure, I'm not convinced about it. And I think this might, if it continues this way, I can see the South fans agitating even further. You can tell some of the angst, some of the loud voices are starting to pipe up around and, you know, really vent their spleen a little bit at the recent run of results. I think they just need to back in their attacking talent and just really push forward from there.
Well, football can change from week to week, and 90 minutes can seem like a lifetime when you're a coach under the pump, but a win can really put the muzzle on those doubters. But they need to get the points here today. The Magic, as we said, really good defensively, but going forward have really struggled. Different lineup today. We've obviously gone with Quezza on the bench. A player that's desperately needing to show why he's a forward. No goals to his name as yet. And as we said, Bilal Habib and Fabrizio playing that line along with O'Keefe, and also overlapping from Gust as Fabrizio now. He's playing very deep at the moment, as you mentioned, Katie. If you want him to play the line, he's got to be really up against the centre-backs of Marshall and Archibald. It's a long ball over the top. It's Habib, and he's offside. And you can hear Esteban Quintas. We've got a bird's eye view. He's very animated and just telling his charges to slow down, calm down. Let's just take it easy in the first couple of minutes. No need to do anything silly at this moment.
He's also sitting on the esky as well, Marcelo Bielsa style, so I appreciate that. If you know, you know.
He does have his notepad there as well. Haven't seen a lot of notes at the moment, but as I said, these teams have played each other 30 times, Katie. Magic have won 8, 3 draws, and South have 22 wins. So it's heavily favouring South Melbourne as they're going forward now. Chance for Painter Andrews. He crosses it. Couldn't get there in time. There to clean up is O'Keefe. But that was the nervy moments there for the Magic in the back line, Katie.
Painter Andrews, it looks like he's going to be a handful down that right side, to be honest. He's going to be crucial, I think, in terms of just really getting between the lines. I think both sides are favouring the flanks. They're really bombing down the right side, I think, or the broadcast side, if you will. So, goes to show that there's a lot going to be asked of, I think, Johnny Stojcevski and Alex Gus down this right side. Again, John Stojcevski, not someone who you would look at as a centre-back, but he has the smarts, he reads the play beautifully. So those veteran instincts will be crucial tonight in marshalling that defence, but I like the threat that Painter Andrews is posing so far.
That time O'Keefe couldn't keep it in, so heavily favouring the far side at the moment. We'll have a recap of the games. Heidelberg 4-1 over Gully. Melbourne Knights going down 1-0 to Preston. Dandy City going down 3-0 to Avondale. They really cannot get a win at home. And Hume United going down 3-0 to Oakley. The other game this afternoon is Dandy Thunder and Port Melbourne. That'll kick off very shortly. And tomorrow, Melbourne Victory Youth versus St Albans Dynamo. So, sorry, that's Monday, I think. Chance now for South as Olamowewe heads it. Cleared by Kamara. Mel's just trying to slow things down, but Fabrizio shrugs the tackle now in the centre circle. It's Daniel Fabrizio, has a bib to his left. Looks to go right. Still going Fabrizio. Gets it out to O'Keefe. O'Keefe now. And good defending that time by Jordan Lampard. And it is a corner for the Magic. The chance at a set piece here. Can they get something going?
Best in his field, isn't he, Jordan Lampard? What an addition he's been for South Melbourne. Uses, since coming across from Green Gully, of course, a couple of seasons ago, uses his pace like an absolute weapon. Has the ability to cover back and attack. Brilliant player, and he's going to be crucial tonight as well, you'd think. Corner to come.
Stojcevski to bring it in. Whips in a cross, it's good into the hot spot. Oh, Lopez awkwardly punched there, but he was impeded. The shouts from South are ignored by the referee, so it will be another corner, another opportunity here. Can the Magic find something? Sun in Lopez's eyes as it sits over Paisley Park. Cross comes in into the hot spot again. Oh, it's tapped. No one there to bring it in as Habib. As Kamara goes back to Kawaguchi. He swings wide. He finds Theodorakopoulos. Good work by Theodorakopoulos. Just got pushed off the ball there. Referee says all in the play. And eventually will call it back. No advantage. Late call there by the referee. But maybe he was just seeing whether there was an advantage there, but clearly there was no advantage as a foul occurred before he kicked it off. And South fans here not too happy on this side, letting the referee know about that decision. But late, yes, but definitely the right call.
Yeah, agree. And I like the intent of letting the play flow and seeing what comes of that play. I think an advantage was definitely there through Theodorakopoulos, but smart choice to bring it back as well. Good refereeing by my estimation.
Theodorakopoulos over the ball. We've seen another good one, but it's straight down the throat of Lopez. If they're going to continue that, they've got to make sure someone's on the end of it. Otherwise, they're just wasting opportunity after opportunity. Comes out to Lampard. He looks to go direct. Olomawewe heads it back to Kawaguchi. He swings at it. Olomawewe's there to hit. O'Keefe joining in. Good flick on now. Theodorakopoulos maybe had time to get it under control. A bit wasteful from South now as Mukacha looks upfield, switches it out to Habib. This is where Habib's got to utilise his pace against Evans. It's Habib now. Gust overwrapping, good work there. Shot comes in, but not enough on there to kill back, and it will be a goal kick.
Don't think it's a stretch at all to say that Altona Magic have had the best of this opening of the last 5 minutes, especially just probing, asking questions of the South Melbourne defence, not looking to sit back and just absorb. That's some early instructions to George Mellis and Esteban Quintas on the bench there. He's going to be crucial tonight, Mellis. I think they need to establish some sort of sense of control. Again, the playmakers are there in Mellis and Leach and Mikola. Play to their strengths, get a good spell of possession and get yourselves forward. Has to be the call there from Quintas.
Lopez straight down the throat of Kawaguchi, but headed back by Inglese. Hot ball at the moment now. Magic really have majority of the possession. Habib, lovely flick on there. Kept running was Kamara. Had too many white shirts around. And it's going to go back the other way as Habib and Kamara fouling their counterparts. And Habib just going to be spoken to. Make sure that just settles down. Esteban Quintas not happy with Lucas Inglese there, just letting him know. Wake up a little. We've got a game to play.
Fair enough too. They've started behind the 8 ball a little bit here, Seth. They've just ceded a fair bit of momentum, if you ask me, to Altona. And they're growing in confidence. You saw that touch from Habib. You saw that overlap from Kamara. That's going to be crucial. Kamara really bossing that midfield alongside Mukasha. They're going to be crucial tonight in screening that back four as well, you'd think. But again, Kamara not afraid to get forward, and that's what you want to see from your midfielders, boasting an attacking threat. Mikola now releasing Lampard.
Good work from Kawaguchi there. It's an important run of games for the Magic. They're facing the big three. Next week is Avondale, and the week after is Oakley Cannon. So they're going to have to get some result here today against South Melbourne. Easier said than done, but for South Melbourne, can't get any bigger. In the next week, they face Heidelberg in their Greek derby. And Heidelberg, at the moment, are probably one of the hottest teams outside Avondale and Oakley. So that's going to be huge if Esteban Quintas survives this evening. As a cross comes in, Rossi strong in the air. And probably the one saving grace I feel this season for Magic is Christian Rossi. He's been absolutely instrumental for him.
Yeah, captain fantastic, that is for sure. Reaching that stalwart status alongside John Stojcevski. As South Melbourne look to breach this Altona defence. That's a poor turnover. Mikola on the ball now. Takes the shot, just drags it across to the right though. Not going to trouble Rossi at all there. Two quality goalkeepers in between the sticks tonight, it must be said as well.
Stojcevski out wide to O'Keefe as Kawaguchi has to backpedal a little bit, but eventually get it going. Theodorakopoulos been busy early on. Needs a bit of assistance here. He does have Kamara in the centre of the park, but took a better heavy touch, and Olomawewe, so Magic just really need to settle down here. Ball over the top as O'Keefe was nowhere near it, and a chance for Marshall to clear. It's a hot ball at the moment. Oh, late challenge there. And very lucky not to get a card there is Kamara. That was a big challenge on Max Mikula getting back on his feet. Archibald playing in his centre-back position here tonight, as last week he was pretty much playing as a number 9. So not afraid to mix it up. Ross Archibald, the man of many talents.
Yeah, 100%, and also a quality NPL Victoria professional for many, many years. Knows what this league is about and has that, I think, that defensive skill set to drive his opposition defenders mad as well. So why not? When you boast the loss, when you boast the attacking talent that you have, you don't want Archibald playing as a 9, respectfully.
And offside flag is raised here. So Magic's defence is holding up. The second offside call they've had. And we've played almost 18 minutes so far at Paisley Park, and the best chance really going to the Magic. Still looking for that elusive goal here. As a strong hitter that time from Evans. He puts it through to Painter Andrews. Good work from Kamara. And Painter Andrews just giving away a foul there to slow things down. And Stoichevsky. Good ball in. Good work there by Painter Andrews, as flicked over the top that time by Archibald. And we've got a player down here. And good work there. Yeah, looks like Robbie Harding, I think. Robbie Harding playing against his former side. Scoring a good goal last week to get South back on equal terms, but unfortunately couldn't see out the game. He's back on his feet, which is a good sign to see. And it's going to be the long throw. Magic have to get their defence in order here. Strong header that time from Olamawewe. Hasn't he been a great inclusion for the Magic this season, Katie?
100%, and commanding presence in the heart of defence, and that's what the Magic have built their season off of so far. At the end of the day, if you offer that solid foundation, that can really set you up, especially in a league like this, especially in a league that's getting increasingly tougher and brutal to play in, like the NPL Victoria is. So if they can match his level of quality with attack, I wonder what it can bring.
Cross comes in. Oh, it's a free header at the back. They're all alone, but straight to Rossi. What a chance that was for George Miles. Rossi getting taken out there. Referee hasn't seen it. Gust goes wide to Habib. Ooh. And that's going to go a free kick. Trying to calm things down. The referee, and as Stoichevsky and Miles just trying to get into the ear of the referee there. Good work by the ref. Will there be a card though for Evans?
Doesn't look like it. One of the things I'm not a fan of, it must be said, is surrounding the referee. The only person or the only player out on that field from either side should be the captain.
That's right. I 100% agree with you. The two captains should only be around the referee, but until he gets introduced, the players will take advantage of it. Quickly taken. Habib just stepping on the ball there. Painter Andrew clears upfield. Stoichevsky will watch that one go out. And another chance for Magic to throw it in. As I said, the Magic second best, or equal second, should I say, defensively, only on 9 goals. Only other team is Avondale and Oakley, and they're first and third in the ladder. So just goes to show you, yes, defence is great, but if you don't score, you're going to be right at the bottom, as Panther Andrews launches it into the box. Gust will clear. But Katie, that's been the story for the Magic, unable to get the goals.
Yeah, you can't can't afford to struggle in front of goals this season, especially more so than ever. And I think that Gildas Gomez was someone who was brought in for that reason. It hasn't quite manifested as such just yet, but it's still a long way to go in this season. He's on the bench here tonight. I wonder if he'll pop late on and come through for a goal as we call back here for a goal kick, or free kick to Christian Rossi rather.
Stoichevski knew how to play that one nicely, goes upfield but straight down the throat of South Melbourne. As good work here from Theodorakopoulos. Gus, lovely ball down the line. Theodorakopoulos working hard. Olamawewe, not the greatest of clearance there, as puts Mukacha under the pump there. He's got 2 to beat. Good work there by Mukacha. Kawaguchi just really wanted to launch that one, but getting in the way. At least they're through. Not on the same page, so Magic just a bit wasteful at the moment. Olamawewe, high ball. Easy one there for Lampard. Still going forward now, the Magic. Cross is deflected, and Lopez will be happy to get that one into his hands.
Move just breaking down a little bit there. I thought Mukasha did well to just pause, stop, and then play it to Fabrizio through the lines. That's the kind of passes that really start to open up midfields and defences and start to work that down.
Well, Painter Andrews now is through on goals, and he goes wide. What a chance that was for Painter Andrews. A big moment in the game there, and really South should be up 1-0, Katie.
That's their best chance of the game and the most clear-cut opportunity of these 24 minutes just played. Brilliant, and that is the transitional football. That is Quintas ball in essence, really. All that was missing was the finish there, just catching out Altona on the turnover there. They might do so here. Mukasha surrounded. Lifting in intensity now.
Leach that time just getting his body in the way to force a fumble. A chance now for Mikola. He crosses one. Painter Andrews can't get there in time. And the pendulum has swung a little bit as now the Magic find themselves under the pump after getting off to a good start. And Painter Andrews will look back at that chance and really be kicking themselves. They really should have been up 1-0, but the Magic breathe a sigh of relief, but still have to get back into the game. As Stoichevski now. Oh, it's a hot ball there from Stoichevski. Mukacha, well done there from Saad Mukacha. He gets out of trouble now. Magic need to push forward. He's streaming through the middle of the park. Mukacha needs the right pass. He fancies himself. What an effort. He forced Lopez to go for it. Well, what a good run that was from Mukacha, Katie.
No way. That was a brilliant piece of play there from Mukasha. Had that almost hospital pass delivered to him, but was able to recover and really turn on the afterburners, get clear through midfield. I'm calling it. If that hit the back of the net, that's probably goal of the season thus far. Not for the quality of the strike even, but for what led to the strike.
Well, there's plenty of goal of the season so far as yet, but what a run that was. He just split to the south, pretty much forward attack, midfield and defence, like as it was the Red Sea. And very lucky not to get a goal. There's no free kick there by the referee. Play on is the call, Mel's. And it's gone in the way of South Melbourne here. So let's ease the pressure off a bit on the Magic. They were under the pump a little bit. And now South turn their attention through Archibald. Oh, heavy touch there. Archibald putting himself under the pump. And starting to get a little bit ugly now. And referee has to just settle things down. There's a little bit off the ball incident here. As Archibald just holding the groin there. Can't really quite see what's happening.
He gestured to the shoulder very quickly there, didn't he?
Just having a look at the replay. It is a shoulder, yes.
Is he motioning that it's out? Or
I think maybe it just might have popped out there, but let's just hope it's nothing too serious here. They are calling for the stretcher. And I'm just having a look on the replay to whether it was he landed awkwardly. Let's hope it's nothing too serious. Oh, I think he's just landed on it. Oh, body weight on there, but
got caught up in that tangle.
let's hope it's nothing too serious there, as Archibald just holding the wrist. Give a chance for a sub here. Jack Pope will come on. So not to start the South would have wanted, especially Esteban Quintas losing a player like Ross Archibald. Let's hope it's not something too serious.
Yeah, thoughts with Ross Archibald, fingers crossed that's not nearly, it's not as bad as what it looks like. He's in a fair bit of pain here, right on the touchline, right on the south bench. Esteban Quintas is trying to get his Chargers refocused here, just getting them right back on track. And this is the kind of stoppage in the game that really changes like the flow of things. So, well, best of luck to Ross Archibald, and we're back underway here.
There's magic through. Habib heads it down. Cleared. Kawaguchi giving away a free kick there, so game to get back underway here now. Hope will slot in that centre back position.
I might even be pushing into midfield and just freeing up Leach and Miles to go a little bit further.
As Lopez looks to that left-hand side, Kawaguchi wins a header. Kamara, it's flicked backwards that time by Marshall. And just a bit of clumsy challenges now from both sides.
In fairness to South, they really started to turn up the afterburners and pick up the pace a little bit more. Just it looked like it was starting to work out the magic a little bit more, and they were just being able to manufacture more chances. Of course, Jack Painter-Andrews coming so close just after the 20th minute. They'll go forward through Miles here from the free kick.
Oh, a bit of a shove in the back there from Inglese, and referee has seen that. So again, just a bit of carelessness from both sides here, giving away some cheap free kicks and just slowing the game down. Rossi to bring it back into play. Half an hour played here at Paisley Park. Best chance going to South Melbourne. Unfortunately, going wide was Painter-Andrews. Rossi sending everyone camera side. Leach with a free header there. Good work by Kamara, getting involved. Flicked on by Painter-Andrews. Olamawewe has to clear. O'Keefe just out-muscled Kawaguchi, just got whatever he could, headed by Leach. Painter-Andrews. Oh, it's flicked over the top here wide. It's Leach now. Can he compose himself? Near post. Oh, solid effort that time. Harding almost got on the end of it. It is a corner here, so South Melbourne really amping up the pressure. It's Mikola to bring it in. Whips it into the box. Good header there from Ingles. It's cleared eventually by the Magic. Flicked on by Theodorakopoulos. But Evans is there. Good work by Gus. Just took a heavy touch there. Good work. He finds Habib. Good work by Habib. Habib still going forward, waiting for Fabrizio, and couldn't get the cross he wanted. That was a big moment in the game. And Magic should have done better there as Painter Andrews gives it away. Kamara. Mukasha. Good 1-2 here by Magic. Fabrizio. I think it's a yellow card there. Not sure there was much in there. Just having a look at the replay here. Katie, let us know your thoughts as we look back at that one. It was beautiful play by the Magic. They just couldn't get on the same page. Theodorakopoulos going into the books.
I think you can make that kind of like a forwards challenge. You could probably term that as. Just a little bit clumsy in the way he probably went about it. He was looking to get there first. I think he was looking to attack the ball like you really should. Coming off second, but he came off maybe just a fraction too late. Again, we've had a referee who's just really not card happy at all. He's just given his fair to give a warning, but I think that's the first of the evening. Fingers crossed that Ingles looks to be back up and about now, so thankfully he's able to continue, but already in the injury wars, our South Melbourne Ross Archibald taking leave just a moment or two ago. Still in a fair bit of discomfort here in front of us on the touchline. Medical officials on the phone, so we might be awaiting an ambulance for him, and that's really shocking to see. He's really in a spot of bother here, and fingers crossed they can get a lot of help over these next few moments or so.
And eventually it's going to be another card, and Pope goes into the books. Pope just coming on, and that's his third yellow for the season. So Magic doing majority of the attacking at the moment, but unfortunately it's not coming up to anything as yet. They really looked the better out of the two sides, but Katie, that's the age-old additive. Can't score a goal at the moment. You can't buy a goal.
That holds true right now. Daniel Fabrizio being like the real focal point of that attack, with just some of the touches, some of that final touch. I think he's being relied upon, but it's just not coming through for him. Habib just causing a lot of problems down his flank as well. So the more they can space this attack out and reduce that workload on Fabrizio, freeing him up to play on the high or on the shoulder or on that last line, I think it might be much better for Devin Boone and Coast, who's stepping in.
Headed away by Stoichevsky there as Mouse was looking for the cross. Good running here. Good, lovely ball over the top. He finds Habib. Habib now. Can he make up for it? It's Habib. Little step over. Still going Habib. Trying to find someone on the edge of the box. He gives it straight to Mouse. Again, Magic as Kamara goes wide to O'Keefe. Kawaguchi there to assist. Maybe he can fancy himself. O'Keefe, and he earns a corner there for the Magic. They've really struggled from set pieces here, the Magic, and they seem a lot better when they're playing that attacking fluid type of football, but come to a point where it's a set piece or a cross, they really just falter at that moment.
Very true. Very true. Just looking like they don't. Again, that's an attacking opportunity in its own right, and you can't just let those moments kind of fritter away and just leave you, to be honest. Need more luck here on their way to attack this set piece, you would think, right on the goal line, just pressuring Lopez there.
So Magic with the corner now. Can they break the deadlock here? Cross comes in, it's a whipping ball into the middle, headed away. Chance now for Magic to still try to get something. Good work here. It's Mikola now. Mikola streaming forward here. He's offside. He's chose the right pass there by Mikola. Another ball in. Still going forward. It's Mikola now. Looks for a cross over the top. Finds Miles. Miles trying to get back on his right. He shoots. And that's stayed wide. Good bit of passage of play there from South Melbourne. Mel's just going the wrong side of the post. Katie, this short kick out, how do you find it? It's a question I've asked every co-commentator. How do you find these short kick outs?
I don't mind it as a means to draw the opposition into you and then open up some space in behind. I think as long as you're on point and as long as you are quick in the way, pace and accuracy is the key to it coming off. But it's a really smart way to invite the opposition into you and kind of sucker them in, and then really make them chase if you are accurate enough. So I don't mind it. I don't. It's just a case of whether the conditions allow for it and whether it's smart at the time and where you're at in the game and where it kind of stands in a momentum situation. Leach releasing with a good pass here. Painter Andrews.
Painter Andrews now. Good work by Goose that time. And quickly taken. Finds Leach. Good bit of ball movement there. Leach just took a heavy touch there as Stoichevski clears. Painter Andrews heading it back down to Evans, but no one running on the end of it, and a wasted opportunity for the Magic. Rossi to bring it back into play. 38 minutes gone here at Paisley Park. Still, it's South with all the chances, but Magic with all the possession.
It's just ultimately it's getting Mals into further up the field though, and Leach further up the field. So I'm liking this directive. I'm liking the trend here for South Melbourne. You know, it's just going to allow Painter Andrews and Evans down this right side to really bomb on. It's going to force Habib to track back like he did in that moment. So you're kind of taking away from the attacking transitions that Altona can do, but Kamara now on the ball.
Good run here from Kamara. He finds Kawaguchi, just the wrong pass, but overlapping that time was Lampard. Now they've got to go forward. It's O'Keefe. Kamara whips in across. Habib brings it down. Skims past the post. Another chance goes begging for the Magic. You can hear the groans from the Magic fans. But again, it's that final pass in the box. Fabrizio was just about a step and a half away from it. But what a touch from Habib there.
Kamara with the ball. Kamara with the pass that opened up the space there for Bilal Habib to get onto the ball. I just thought he might have been better off in taking a touch, taking a moment or two just to steady on and then unleash a shot past Javi Lopez. He had Evans for company, but he had that gap on Evans that he could have used to let off for South Melbourne, in my view. But can they go again here? Fabrizio leading the line.
Good work there from Fabrizio. Used his body well. Cuts it wide to Habib now. Habib looking for someone on the edge of the box. Just ball watching there. Finds Kamara. He fancies it. Shots blocked again. Still going Kamara. He's got Kawaguchi out wide. Eventually goes to him. It's Kawaguchi now. O'Keefe can compose himself. O'Keefe into the box. Headed away. Painter Andrews. Cushioned header. Painter Andrews again. An opportunity. Looks to go upfield. Hard running here from Harding, but Stoichevski's there. And Stoichevski claiming he's been hit by Harding. He's absolutely filthy with him. But referee says no. All part of the play. Stron Stoichevski's still not happy. He's still having a chat to the assistant linesman there as play goes on. As the Magic go forward, O'Keefe just mistiming the ball there, and it's all white shirts here as Painter Andrews now. And that time, Mikola giving away a foul against Stoichevski.
Drifting over to the right side just to try and get involved and to try to have some influence or say over this game. Mikola maybe out of frustration, I don't know. But again, just looking to try something here is Olamoiwe.
And Glese missing that header. Marshall's there to clean up as Lopez. First time clearance. Kawaguchi wins the header, but no one in the middle as Pope flicks it on. It's Just a hot ball at the moment, and Rossi will eventually bring it under control. Releases it to Stoichevski. A couple of minutes left to go before half-time here. Goose, good ball in. Magic now, oh, got to be careful. Mal's almost pickpocketed him. And Mal's giving away a free kick. Quickly taken. Kawaguchi now on the right-hand side. As O'Keefe and Theodorakopoulos gets around his marker. Kawaguchi still got to go now. Kawaguchi, it's a run here. Oh, he passed it at the last second when he should have kept going. Eventually cleared. There's Magic there to clean up, but again turnover as Mel's goes wide. Habib wins it back for the Magic.
Again, that consistency though from the referee, letting the play go, letting the play try and flow, and whether it's an advantage, he will leave it, and if it's not there, just call it back. Logical, common sense stuff, much I think of to the displeasure of the South fans, understandably, call going against their side, their men. Habib, I think, just beating to the punch, Evans to the punch in that scenario. Got himself in front of play, and when you do that, you're more often not going to get rewarded for it. Almost to say footy parlance, but an old adage that holds true.
Get it down, it's Fabrizio now. Fabrizio! Oh, tried to take it on his left when he probably should have shot with his right. A bit of magic trick there, but both teams wanting fouls. The referee says play on, so just getting a little bit ugly as Lampard up and under clearance. Olamawewe brings it under control. What a chance that was for Fabrizio. Just had to hit it on his right foot, went on his preferred left, and just gave enough time for South to get numbers behind the ball. There's a chance now for Stoichevski. Bring it up to the centre circle. Goose took a heavy touch. And there'll be 3 minutes at a time here at first half.
Taking a sneak peek at the linesman, at the assistant referee, the linesman's board there. We'll confirm that in a moment or so. Been a fascinating contest so far, and an entertaining one regardless of the scoreline.
Good flick on there. It's Kawaguchi, goes down. Referee says no penalty. Hard in the mouth stuff there. Probably not enough on that one to call it. Would have been brave if he called that one. Lopez wants to get the game going, but Theodorakopoulos slowing things down. Eventually releases. Coming off the knee of Olamawewe. Kawaguchi has really stepped up to the plate. O'Keefe now. Kamara overlapping for him. Needs a bit of assistance. Goes back to O'Keefe. Trying to get around Lampard, but Lampard too strong. And it will be a throw. Just feel like, Katie, that Magic don't have that central role player like a George Mouse type at the moment, and that's probably what's missing up that linkage play. They're relying on someone from defence to break the lines and go forward.
Agree, but that comes from Kamara more often than not through midfield, and Mukasha more often than not stays to screen, and Kamara just tries to get forward. Kawaguchi, they're really important to the way that this team attacks as well, like from full back. I don't think so much it's that midfield link up that's missing. It is just that final touch, that final thread between Theodorakopoulos and Fabrizio.
Good tackle from Evans there. It was Leach. Good work from Kamara. Put his body on the line. Is Stoichevski. Got to be careful here. Eventually releases. Strong header. Stoichevski again. Finds Goose. Oh, Goose just poorly done there as Marshall clears. Flicked on by Mel's. Goose gets it again. Out wide to Habib. That was in by Mild. Ooh, late challenge there by Evans, but play on is the call. Harding. Flicked over the top, but poor ball as Rossi comes out to clear. Habib back on his feet now. Theodorakopoulos goes wide to Kawaguchi. Oh, just a poor ball. It's been the story so far that Magic, they just let themselves down with one bad pass as Robert Hardy's still down.
Johnny Stoichevsky motioning to the medical staff to come on. Catching it out on the overlap there was Harding, the former Magic Man himself. And spot a bother here. Stoichevsky and Rossi doing well to cut off the angle, just not denying him that chance through on goal. Smart play all around, but fingers crossed it doesn't look as grim. It doesn't look as bad for Harding as what it does right now.
Well, they can't really afford any more injuries because, well, they do have Andy Brennan and Noel Bonata who can come on, but that's two big names out with Archibald and now Harding. Well, let's just hope it's just precautionary, it's nothing too serious and he can get back on his feet. But again, the Magic just letting themselves down with that final pass. You feel like if they just can get that pass, Katie, that they could at least be a goal or two up, but they're sort of just letting themselves down in the end. But if you had to sum up the first half so far, Katie, how would you sum it up?
To be honest, I think Altona have had the better of the half. I just feel like they've been more consistent over this 45 minutes, but they're just needing that final touch. They're just needing that final pass, as you mentioned there. I don't think that's too far away from accurate or the truth, to be honest with you. It's just whenever South, though, have the ball and whenever South get that transition going, they look fast. And it doesn't look like Altona can keep up. If they can do that more consistently, they will start to wear down this Altona resistance. I think that they're doing really well, like Gus, particularly on the right side. Olamawe is consistent as ever. Kawaguchi leading that attack, leading from defense, if you will. So, yeah, again, there's a nucleus of a good side here for Altona, but I think South have the quality. As a halftime whistle sounds here at Paisley Park. Still scoreless, but don't let that scoreline fool you. It's been an entertaining half of football. And so much more to come, Alex. And what were your thoughts?
Yeah, exactly, Garifi there. Magic had far more possessive style of game, but unfortunately let themselves down in the final third. Was South Melbourne haven't had a lot of chances, but the chances that they've had are good ones, and unfortunately just weren't able to put them away. As you can see the scores there. Well, we'll be back after the halftime break.
It happens, right? I haven't missed that Altona chill, I'll be honest. That beachside breeze.
It's good in summer, not just in winter.
Yeah.
10 minutes ago.
Sick.
Yeah, gone suspended one game.
Straight red, or was he like more like 2 yellows? Less. Yeah.
That's Neil All as well.
Yeah.
Dandy and Port. I think of it, we're unlucky. They just got the worst draw.
But they look.
Not really.
When I saw them live, I'm just like, what's the point? Like, what are you trying?
I get them. They're a very young squad.
Very true.
Young.
Very
You
true.
face Avondale, Oakley, South Melbourne in opening 3 games. Not
Benefit of the doubt. And then we saw him against Melbourne Knights. I saw him against Melbourne Knights, and I was like, what the? What are you? What?
Gully. They deserve that week. Preston game. I don't know what happened to Preston. How do you lose?
The bubble.
The goal was good. The goals were great.
The honeymoon was going to be always sent for Preston, though. I do still consider them like maybe finals material, but they're always going to come back to the pack at some point.
I like against, I think, Melbourne Knights last night.
We can lock away the 4. I think we can lock away 4 teams right now. The rest are playing for 2 final spots.
Yeah, literally.
Legit. And Preston, I think, take one of them. And Dandy City, maybe the other.
Yeah. Danny can't win at home for some reason.
So, yeah.
It's unbelievable.
That's a monkey off the back, yeah.
They cannot win at home.
Can someone get him a fucking ambulance? Like, for real. Jesus, man.
Mate, you could have put him on the back of the U and taken him to Footscray Hospital.
Would have fucking got him by now. Would have got him.
That's embarrassing.
We need one to open this up. We need one to really set this one alight. Not that it's been bad, but we need. Okay, we got one. We got a paramedic. They're not going to drive on the field, are they?
No, there's a gate here though. I don't know where they're going. They should have just stopped here, got out the
Someone
really.
should just clear out the fucking way and let him come through.
One of the security guards should have said stop here.
There's all of you over there.
I know. We'll look forward to getting feed after this game.
I don't know about you, but whenever I finish a game, I get hungry as well.
It's because you smell the food coming this way. You know what's worse? When Georgie's play, the wind sometimes comes that way, and you cook this week, and all the smell comes this way, and you're like trying to do a game, but your lips are salivating.
The least they can do is give you a feed after
They
the
do,
game.
they do. They're good. They give us like a new music for the players.
On the house.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're talking. Like even as media, like not to be like entitled or nothing, but they should give us kebabi.
2-3 minutes.
Yeah. Bring me kebabi roll.
I'll ask Steve Jones. Some kebabi, yeah.
Steph Jailer.
Can we get their
I've put
attention,
up
please?
with Macca's drive-thru like multiple times.
Yeah.
Like after feeds, I'm like, no. Because sometimes you get unlucky. Like I missed out on St Albans Dynamo's kebabi the other week, and I was like,
Tell you what, Port Melbourne, this is like is
they go hard.
this is like high rate.
I think, yeah, it's like Oakley's and Ports are the best Savaki. Yeah.
Avondale's
You reckon? Yeah. South, it boggles my fucking mind that you're the biggest Greek club and you can't put on a decent feed. They can't get it right. I don't understand it at all. I don't think this is going to delay the game. It's not that it's not the most important, not that it's the most important thing at all, but like.
Mate, just drive the fucking car all the way up to here.
Just
How hard could it be?
yeah, just on this hill right here and just take him out through here.
They'll probably have to assess it.
And they just got the one paramedic. Neil down there?
Yeah, he's right there with the green guy.
Neil and Coop. Once the sun goes down, forget it.
Still April.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this round 9 clash here at Paisley Park. It's Altona Magic versus South Melbourne. Second half is underway here, and it's the Magic that get us off to the start. My name is Alex Sifkarowski. Joining me in the commentary box is Katie Lambeski. Katie, big 45 minutes coming up here for both these sides, but more importantly for Esteban Quintas and his coaching career at South Melbourne.
Absolutely. It's a massive second 45 kicking off here. A delayed restart to this game due to a serious shoulder injury sustained by Ross Archibald in the first half, early in the first half, in the hands of medical care. Did have to get a paramedic out here, an ambulance out here to assist. Not something you want to see. Now, fingers crossed off for Ross. And now he's in the care of paramedics. I think they've got the green whistle, which I think we were saying they need one at every NPL Victoria ground. So unfortunate and so upsetting to see him in that level of pain for that level of time in the hands that are cared for by the South staff, and credit to the South and Altona staff in arranging that. But again, the players need to refocus. Players are going to be forced to refocus now. It's going to be, they've had a bit of a re-warm up. We've had a bit of a 10 to 15 minute delay to proceedings here. As night falls here at Paisley Park on a massive second half awaits.
Well, Esteban Quintas has made the changes at half time. Andy Brennan and Cooper Halfpenny are on, and I'm just trying to see, it looks like the midfield duo of George Mells and I think Charlie Leach have been taken off. The fourth official hasn't advised us, but just trying to count numbers and heads here, but I could definitely see Brennan and Halfpenny on and off. Can't see, as we mentioned, and George Mells and Charlie Leach. So two big changes there by Esteban Quintas, and that is an interesting call there because they didn't play last week until the final couple of minutes, and only gave them a half of football here.
It's an attacking change, no two ways about it. Mikola drifting into a more central attacking position and Brennan in his natural wide attacking position. Pope and Halfpenny to lead that midfield, so something clearly not clicking there for Esteban Quintas, and he's rolling the dice here. Not going to die wondering, you would have to suspect here. I like it.
If you're going to go out, you're going to go out all guns blazing. I guess you do it how you want, but as we said, it's a big 45 minutes coming up here for both sides. More importantly for Esteban Quintas, he knows a loss here today will definitely have South fans not too happy, as good defensive work here by Olamawewe. He doesn't get the clearance he wanted. Goose does the smart percentages there.
Early initiative going the way of South. I think it's very clear what their intent is here. Get forward and get forward quickly. Exploit those transitions and breach that Altona defense that is held up oh so well. Paint Andrews there. Blocked and sent back for a throw-in. Can't force themselves in going forward maybe too quick and almost going up against a brick wall here, South. They might have to be patient certain times to try and breach this resistance, but positive intent and initiative on show in these first few minutes.
So, and no changes for the Magic at half time, so they still have a full bench to rely on. It's Kamara just getting out muscled there. It's Brennan now, tries to put a slot of through ball in, but offside flag is raised. So, as we said in the first 45, South were probably outpossessed in football terms, but they had the better of the chances. But second half, looks like South have come out firing here. Habib there, just using his smarts. Habib trying to play the 1-2, but Kamara not on the same page here. It's a good run here by South Melbourne, or they turn it over. Oh, Kawaguchi almost overlapping. Oh, stepped on it. It was Habib, but he recovers. Good battle there between himself and Marshall. Good run here by the captain, Marshall. Goes out wide. Could this be the moment now? Cross comes in. Easy clearance. They go wide, given away to Kawaguchi. Fabrizio returns the favour now. Magic can turn their attention. Getting man tackled there by Halfpenny. Referee says play on. It's Brennan now streaming forward. It's Andy Brennan. Took a heavy touch, Brennan. And Stoichevsky's there to clean up. Kawaguchi goes back to O'Keefe. He just hoops it forward. Free header there from Inglese. Kawaguchi again. Been busy early on, Inglese. Stoichevsky. It's a hot ball at the moment. It falls out the back for O'Keefe. Good ball over the top from O'Keefe. Now it's a chance. It's Christoph. Oh! Theodorakopoulos. What a chance that was. How did he miss from there, Katie?
He won't have a better chance than that is for sure. O'Toole there releasing him there. That was just so sweet on the breeze, and the curl just sitting perfectly for Theodorakopoulos. Maybe hit him a second or two later or earlier than expected. But you gotta be finishing those. You need to capture those moments when they come. And that's a big chance missed, and that's a massive chance spurned in these opening minutes.
Wow, what a moment. Could that come back to haunt the Magic? As Goose just hoofs it higher up in the air. The best chance of the game by far. And the Magic will be kicking themselves. They're not up 1-0. There's a chance now for Max Mikula to launch one. He doesn't have the usual running track around as Lakeside, but definitely still got a fair bit of distance as he loops it into the box. Well, it's brought down. Kawaguchi clears. Not out of trouble yet. Brought down again. It's a hot ball. Eventually cleared by Kamara. Habib tries to flick it around his man, but eventually goes out for a throw. Good run here from South. Cross comes in, and it will be a corner. Andy Brennan tasked with taking the corner here. Kevin Harding just swapping flanks, so a bit of a tactical change. There's a short one in now. Good defending here by Gust. It'll be a throw. Another Mikula special.
Hasn't had the chance to really utilise that patented long throw of his. Death taxes and a Mikula long throw that is unstoppable. You can't get anything more certain than that at NPL Victoria football. So go route one again.
Gets the distance into the box again. Swing and a miss by Brennan. Theodorakopoulos clears now. Fabrizio loses his marker. Lovely ball out wide, but too wide for O'Keefe. There's a chance now for South to bring it in just in front of the Magic bench. Long throw there as Kawaguchi sends it back where it came from. Good work there from Lampard. He brings it back out. Kamara, poor touch there. Good flick over the top. It's Harding. It bounces off his shoulder. Cleared by Olamawewe. Goose just clears for the line, but that was a big moment in the game. Harding just lost the side of the ball.
That moment of composure missing at both ends of the field for Altona, and then again Harding getting in between that direct play, that direct style that he brings alongside Andy Brennan. Got to be ready to take these chances when they come.
And free kick going to Magic. There's a bit. And it's a card for Johnny Stoichevsky there for remonstrating with the referee. That's his 4th yellow for the season. And I think, will there be another card here or just a talking to? Looks like it's a talking to, Pope. I think that's what John Stoichevsky was shouting about, is kicking the ball away as he was already on a yellow card. As now Johnny Stoichevsky has to be composed for the next, I'd say, at least good 35-40 minutes.
Best behaviour indeed. But again, someone of his veteran instincts will have the ability to do exactly that. I know he's trying to get the referee's attention, trying to draw that onto Pope there, but nevertheless needs to remain in the moment. Does the Altona stalwart. Get another free kick here.
Kamara just bulldozing his way through. Just feel like both teams are just doing those tactical fouls, trying to slow down the game, the stop-start game. Don't want to give either side the quick possession type football. Headed back by Halfpenny. High ball in the air again. Fabrizio brings it down. Gets around his man. Good run here from Fabrizio now. Still going Fabrizio. Needs a bit of assistance as it's gone the other way. So ran out of space there, Daniel Fabrizio. But there's a good bit of passage of play there. We got around his marker, but unfortunately, Katie, just no assistance from his counterparts.
Did all the work, didn't he? But then just needed his teammates to make that run and just offer him that option there. Thought he might have had one on there, but it's never, doesn't take that chance. But am I too better here through Kawaguchi? Connor O'Toole just has not had the supply, has he? It'll be Olamwe to clean up. Mukasha doing really well there, just maintaining his composure. One of the more underrated midfielders, I think, in the NPL Victoria. Coming oh so vital to the Altona chances, but it's another turnover there. Pope in some space now. Looking for Benham, but the pass is not there, Alex.
Oh, we're cutting that one off. He goes wide. Inglese gets there first and just sends it into the car park. In the other game, Dandenong Thunder leading 2-0 against Port Melbourne half-time there. So, Dandy Thunder, surprise packet so far this season. Equals second, just on goal difference. As cross comes in. Ooh, headed away. Eventually cleared that time. Right, Evans, it's chance now for Harding. Ooh, Harding. Is that a foul? Stoichevsky could be in trouble here. He's gone. And Johnny Stoichevsky gets carded. It was a silly challenge. I'm not sure there was much in it, but good work by Robert Harding. He got them all tangled up.
It's a second yellow every day, unfortunately, for Stoichevsky there. We're backing him in to be composed, and we're backing him in to show that veteran instinct, and that has backfired. That's a commentator's curse. I put my hand up on that one there. But Harding just exploiting that option and exploiting that space. And Stoichevsky just a moment or two too late on the challenge, giving the referee no other choice but to show the second yellow. These fouls continuing to pile up here, neither side just looking to allow an attacking move, like just almost cynical, if you will. And it's going to force Altona into a change, Alex.
That's right. Back Danny Koski to come on here, so someone has to give way here after Stoichevsky was given his marching orders. And it's, hopefully we get, no, fourth official just doesn't like us this evening, doesn't want to tell us. It's number 10, so Theodorakopoulos has come off. It's probably a smart decision because he is on a yellow as well, but unfortunately had to sacrifice Theodorakopoulos for this one here. And this just has swung the pendulum in favour of South Melbourne now. And they have an extra man advantage. But can they do anything with it, Katie? That's the question that everyone will be asking.
Surely you look to Bernardo if you're Esteban Quintas. Surely you look to unleash him here now. They're going to have Altona pinned back, and they should dominate possession from here on out. You want someone with fresh legs just to try and stretch this defence. It's going to be all hands at the wheel for Altona defensively. But never forget that 10-man, playing with 10 men is more of, I think, a mental battle than it is a tactical one. A lot of the times it's a matter of staying focused, and you can be galvanised by playing down to 10 men. It all comes down to mentality. Free kick here in a good position, though.
Chance now. Looks like Mikola. It's Mikola. Can't get it past the wall. Brennan. Not sure who was that targeted to, but Kawaguchi will hold on to the ball. For a team that's struggling with goals, they cannot afford to be a player down. But as you said, they might galvanise the team. That might actually spur him on now. But that chance from Theodorakopoulos, that's just been magnified by 10 now. Because if that had gone in, you feel like they could have done it all. Again, it's a poor pass from behind. Rossi eventually clears. Magic just with a calamity of errors in the back. They get out of trouble. Inglese, straight down the throat. Got to look up now. They go forward. Poor pass there. It's an easy pickings for Evans. Harding. And it'll be a Magic ball there. As South going forward again. Brought down. Cross high ball. Rossi looking up top. Quick release. Kawaguchi now. Has Mikola hunting him down. Needs a bit of assistance, Kawaguchi. Mukasha. Back to Kawaguchi here. Good work, Kawaguchi. Pope wins it back now. Lovely work there from Lampard. Inglese to Marshall. South now really commanding the ball. Can they do something with it is the question. Lampard. Pope. Just trying to find space here, Katie. Trying to get the Magic out of position. Not working as yet. Harding. Brennan flicks it out wide. Maybe just a tad too much there from Andy Brennan.
We look at South Melbourne's strengths, and that comes down into like transitional football and feeding that opportunity for the likes of Nicola Bonata, etc. But now they have to push the pace. Now they have to dictate possession, and they have to dictate terms. And I don't think that's a natural skill set of this structure, or of Quintas ball, if you will. So they can't force themselves into looking for passes that aren't quite there just for the sake of going forward. Sometimes to play that touchback will allow South to reassess and open up some space in behind. They just might have to be patient here. I know that can frustrate. I know that they're keen to get out of this potential relegation rat race. But again, they have the running here and they have the numerical advantage. They need to make the most of it. Ball to come in, I think.
Good work there by Brennan. But still going forward is South Melbourne now. Deep, far pocket. And it will be a goal kick coming off Brennan that time. You can hear Esteban Quintas just shouting at his charges, trying to get him into position as Olamawewe sends it forward. Fabrizio won't get there, and it's easy pickings that time for Marshall. Chance for Inglese now. Looks to go upfield. A great ball, but hunting it down is Lampard and Kawaguchi. It's gone the other way. South bench up in arms, not happy with that decision. O'Keefe flicks it on, but only as far as Halfpenny, who smashed it into Pope. O'Keefe now. Good work there from Halfpenny now. Lampard whips in across. Dangerous moments here for the Magic. Head of the way. Goose just needs a bit of someone there. He flicks it over the top, but it's all blue and white shirts as Lopez will clean that one up.
Might just take a moment to mention that an ambulance has now arrived. Had a paramedic attend earlier, but now we had a full ambulance arrive for Ross Archibald. Fingers crossed again for him. He's in our thoughts.
Brennan now. Good work by Kawaguchi, slowing him down. Brennan's got 2 to beat now. Needs a bit of assistance. And it will be a corner.
It's got to be upsetting for the South fans and Ross's family just to see him in that much pain for that long. But fingers again, thoughts with him, and thankfully in good care now.
Chance now for South from a corner. Cross comes in looking for the near post. O'Keefe has to clear. And it's another chance here for South Melbourne, trying to pile on the pressure here. They've got the man advantage. Can they take advantage of it as Mikula now looks to bring it in with a long bomb. Actually went short this time, goes short to Lampard. It's Lampard now, swings it across. Not the greatest of work as that time Pope tried to find somebody on the end of it, but there was no one home. You're just having a look at the centre-backs, Katie, for South Melbourne. What they're doing is every single time they go forward, the 2 centre-backs push up, and as soon as the ball goes out or in Ross's hands, they rush back to position. So maybe targeting the tall timber up top, trying to assist with extra 2 men. So that'll be an interesting battle to see whether Magic can counteract that and try to take advantage of it when the 2 centre-backs are up top, that they get a quick ball over the top and someone's on the end of it.
100%. And this is where the absence of Marko Jankovic might be very much telling, unfortunately. Unfortunately for South, if you will, someone who thrives in that kind of attack, very much a forward-minded kind of defender. He would have been perfect for a situation such as this. Marshall might be the lead man for that ball over the top now.
Harding, good defending that time from Baka Danowski. So Magic holding on here. Each time they get it, they have to make sure it's the Magic players around and not wasted. Cross comes in. Oh, it's awkwardly swung outwards. Falls for Brennan. Tries to get it back on his left side. Brennan trying to get around Kawaguchi. Just crosses it in. But it will be another corner, so another opportunity for South Melbourne again. Yeah, a corner here.
Just starting to pile up, aren't they now? Just continuing to rack up the corners, Brennan to take.
Cross comes in. Oh, it's flicked on there. Eventually cleared. No one's home to tap it in. That was a bit of an awkward moment there for the Magic. And you're right, Katie, they are struggling. They've just been bombarded with corner after corner, attack after attack. Something's got to break here for South Melbourne for it to go in. As Mikula again, the long bomb into the box, headed away by that time the volley comes in, but it's straight at Rossi. Decent effort from Painter Andrews. As Rossi just slicing that one off the boot. I'm sure it was intentional. It worked out well as O'Keefe. And it's a South ball. So a bit of a wasted opportunity there. O'Keefe, they go back to Inglese, Marshall. Good work from Gust. Got to go forward now. Habib, got to utilise his pace. Gets tumbled off the ball. Referee says play on advantage called. They flick it over top to Kawaguchi. Needs to find the right pass here. Kawaguchi whips it into the box, but straight down Marshall's throat. He clears. Kawaguchi heads it back. It's a hot ball at the moment. To no avail there, and Inglese just sends it clear. Olamowewe. Kawaguchi starting to really get involved. O'Keefe, they need more from him as Lampard just copying a falcon there. That'll sting on a cold night here at Altona, Katie.
Bravo as well. He just eats that like it was almost nothing as Fabrizio looks to get on the high line here.
Lampard's got to be careful now as he clears the safety, so it's a throw. So this is where Magic have to keep it here for just a little bit of time. Allow them to just get rest the game back from South Melbourne and ensure that they don't continue to be under the pump as going forward they turn it over so cheaply as Mikkola now. South can turn their attention to attack. Brennan made the run but just too slow out of transition there, Katie.
Once again, just caught a little bit flat here, Altona, but Mikkola looking to take advantage of this in a bit of space, and mostly probably he's had all night.
Mikkola out wide. Cross comes in. It's a high looping ball. Head of the way. Cleared by Kawaguchi. O'Keefe. Really to no one there for O'Keefe, and Inglese probably frustrated there. He should have done better, Inglese, and it's a chance for the Magic now. 20 minutes left to go. Kawaguchi. So, good work from Kamara. They send it forward, but really to no avail, and it's an easy one there for Lopez. Just got to be better with their possession there, Katie.
100%. Attacking options on the bench for them in the form of Gonwikezwa and Anthony Frangi. I'm surprised that they haven't been looked to yet. I understand that they're trying to hold off this, but this attack by South Melbourne, and that will likely draw the attention of the referee. No, it will not. Olamowewe again standing tall.
He's been rock solid in defence, Olamowewe, but that time I thought he might have just got away with a lucky one there as the Magic look towards their bench. Some tired legs out there. There's some fresh legs to keep in mind. Interesting to see who they bring on here. And it looks like Gonwikezwa. So maybe a target up top. Gust. Missed it. Consistency now goes wide out to Habib now. Habib trying to get across into the box. It's low. They'll get it back again. Habib. Shot comes in. Oh, takes a deflection. Is it over the line? What a save that was from Lopez. Wow. Fabrizio 40 finally beat him. Olamowewe clears. Kawaguchi. That sparked Magic into the action. Lampard. Puts a through ball. It's a lovely ball there from Lampard. He finds Brennan. Brennan now needs to compose himself. Whips in across, looking for the back post. Headed away by Gust. And it will be a corner. What a chance that was for the Magic up the other end. How did that not go through?
Harvey Lopez is inevitable. Unbelievable piece of skill from him. Unbelievable save from him to deny Fabrizio from point blank range. That was the best chance of the half for Altona by far. And now they're going to look to bring in the changes in just a moment. We'll keep an eye on that. But the corner to come for South Melbourne, exploiting that space in behind.
So Luca Durso and Nahul Banana to come on. And coming off from get back into now this game as South now from a corner. Cross comes in. Free header for Inglese. All chance there. Mukasha just clears to wherever he can. I think that was Painter Andrews that came off. And the other one is Harding. So chance now. So South really streaming forward. Goose off the chest. Got to be careful as Bernardo's breathing down. Sorry, Dusa was breathing down his neck. Back out, Danny Koski sends it forward to Habib. He's got to just take his man on here and utilise his pace. Habib now whips in across, looking for O'Keefe. He squares it. Probably should have went for a shot there, O'Keefe. As South clear. It's end-to-end action here, Katie. The game has really started to liven up now.
Space is opening up in between the lines. Both of these sides going for it now. They know what a win means to their season hopes. And they're going for it accordingly.
Lampard again with the strong header. Kawaguchi. Good work there. Finds Mukasha. Has Fabrizio next to him. Ignores him. Flicked on there. Fabrizio now needs to cross it into the box. Lovely little flick play there from Fabrizio, but they gave away a corner there in Glace, and this might force a change here for the Magic. Not as yet. But this is a moment here you feel like, Katie, if they can just get someone on the end of it, it's a big moment in the game. Are they going to make the change or not here? No change. I don't know what's going on here, Katie. We're sort of... Oh, it eventually will. 16 and 7. Connor O'Keefe will come off and Daniel Fabrizio. So O'Keefe and Fabrizio coming off, coming on in Gomwikweza and Al Hawley. So can these two changes here spur on the Magic?
Had some nice touches this evening, did O'Keefe, but I don't think he had the supply or couldn't quite have the impact that he may have wanted there. Still big change to make. 10 minutes to go.
Cross comes in. Oh, no one there on the back. Is this the moment Gomwikweza can announce himself with a goal here as South stream numbers forward here on the left-hand side. It's a great cross. The jeers that time for Bernardo, who probably should have done better there, Katie.
Not a moment he'd look back on too fondly. We know what he possesses, don't we? And it's certainly much more than that. Frankly, he should have been on here around the 10 minutes earlier to really put Altona under pressure in the way that he can I think he's lining up more central next to Mikola. He will be the lead man. There is no two ways about it.
You just feel like this is a one-goal game, Katie. A one-goal game. I feel like that's all that it's going to be. Back, Danny Koski clears. Free header for Marshall. Heavy touch by Al Hawley. Lampard goes over the top now. Bernardo. Olamawewe gets back. He's got to be careful. He's got two to beat. Olamawewe standing tall there for the Magic now. Gomwikweza just let it run past him here. Inglese's got to be careful. They swing it forward here. South have plenty of numbers here. Magic have to get numbers behind the ball. It's Lampard. Find some space in Brennan now. Brennan, look to cut back on his right. Still going Brennan. Back heel. Dorso. Straight to Rossi there. Goose gets around his man. Good run here from Goose now. Needs to put a good ball in. He does put it down the line. Good work from Habib now. Habib, over the pass. Al Hawley's there to clean up. They're still going forward. It's Al Hawley. Habib straight into Rossi, but the offside flag was raised.
Remonstrations there from Lopez at the linesman, demanding almost to know why the flag wasn't raised sooner, but danger signs still lurking for South, even as much as they've knocked at the Altona door. There's still a pulse here for the Magic. There's going to be one gilt-edged chance for both sides, you would think, and that's going to be telling.
Got to be careful here on the way. Goes back to Rossi. Rossi now hunted down that time by Mikola. They get out of trouble through Goose. He's through the centre of the park now. Goose just slipped at the last second. Pope finds Brennan. Good running here from Pope. Plays it into Halfpenny. Mikola. Cleared. Lampard out wide. Bernarda twisting and turning. Good tackle there from Hawley. 10 minutes left to go, Katie. Everything on the line here. Quickly taken. Well done there from Pope. He's worked hard, Pope, since his early indiscretion. He's definitely done well here. He's got back into the game.
Coming on from Ross Archibald, of course, with that injury, but he's acquitted himself rather well, hasn't he? Brennan now.
Kawaguchi out of position there, finds Bernarda. Brennan still running on the end of it. Can he find the cross? He finds Bernarda. He shoots. Takes a deflection. Goose just clears. Al Hawley now. End-to-end action here at Paisley Park. Good run here from Al Hawley. Goes wide. He just couldn't beat Evans that time. This is end-to-end action here at Paisley Park, Katie. It's exciting to watch, especially if you're a neutral.
Absolutely. Chance in the offing here for South.
Rossi did well.
All happening now. South Melbourne really pushing the pace once again, but opportunities on the back end for Habib.
No foul there. Oh, the boos from the Altona Magic fans. It's Al Hawley. Mukasha. Al Hawley again. I'm not sure who was looking for there. Good work with Gomekweza. Gets it back. Kawaguchi now. Oh, not alert. Had a man right next to him. Cleared up field. Well done there from Kamara. Gomekweza coming back to assist. They need something here, Magic now. Mukasha. Both sets of fans on their feet watching this one closely as we head into the 82nd minute now. Who will find that elusive goal? Habib crosses it in. Really no one there. Chested down by Lampard, and Lopez unable to get rid of it quick enough.
He will snatch those chances every time, though, there, Harvey Lopez. It's going to take a lot more than that to trouble him. Goes long with the kick.
Hit a ball on the way. Mukasha clears. Al Hawley and Inglese. It'll be a Magic ball. Kawaguchi to bring it in. Al Hawley. Gomekweza now. It's just got to turn and go at every chance they get and go wide. Goose has Habib. He fancies himself, but it got underneath it and sends it into the car park.
He was absolutely well within his right to take that one on, Habib. He just didn't quite execute the way he'd wanted to. Heavy legs now, tired legs in between both these sides. An absorbing contest, a physical contest at times. Don't let that scoreline fool you still. This has been an absolutely gripping encounter to watch. Defenses remain on top here, Alex.
Absolutely. I agree with you there. Another game. Danny Thunder leading 3-1 against Port Melbourne. So Thunder continuing to surprise the league. It's a lovely ball over the top. I'm not sure how that's offside. It came off a defender. It's one of the many funny decisions we've seen here this evening. It's come off a defender and it's called offside. Well, you be the judge of that one.
Strange call, and just halts that Altona momentum there. We'll have another look at that. Well off the head of the defender there, Morgan Evans.
Gomwikweza just can't get past Inglese, eventually cleared. Al Hawley brings it down now, but too many white shirts around. Good work by Pope again. He goes back to Lopez. Hard chase by Gomwikweza. Lopez clears it. Flicked on by Brennan. Bernarda. Good work for Baka Dinakoski. Brennan. Away fans are shouting it to get it into the box. Eventually gets into the box. Free header. Falls for Pope. And that one sliced off the boot and into the car park.
We look at that Port Melbourne result alongside Dandenong Thunder, of course, this evening. It's just going to put further pressure on them to avoid the relegation zone. Further trouble there for John Markovski's men at Port Melbourne. A well-known name around Australian football and a well-known name around these parts, Johnny Markovski. What can his former charges do here?
Good header there by Pope. Flicked on by Brennan. Nicola flicks it on as well. Got to be careful now here. Magic Goose gets in the way. He just has to clear to safety. They have nearly everyone forward here, South Melbourne. Can they do something with it is the question. Magic have everyone in their box. They go short. It's Lampard. Back to Mikola. Al Hawley. Oh, he took a heavy touch there, Al Hawley. Good work by Al Hawley. He's kept it in. That was in. Gomwikweza now. It's just got to go. He's got to go, the big man. Twisting and turning. Gets past Inglese. Can he find Habib? Still going, Gomwikweza. It's not going to be a foul. They survived that one. There's good work from Brennan now. South go up the other end. Go short to Halfpenny. Cross yet to come. Flicked in by Brennan. Kawaguchi, not the best of clearance, but finally got something on there. Lampard. Looking for the through ball. Brennan. Good work by Olamawewe. Still going. Good work for Bernarda. Still can't get it out. Falls for Lampard. Compose himself. Crossing to the box. And the header from Nicola just couldn't get on the end of it properly. And referee is coming across here. He's given a card to, I think, the assistant coach here at South Melbourne. So, assistant coach maybe just overexerted himself a little bit. But back to the action. 88 minutes down. How is this going to end here, Katie? As Rossi, Gomwikweza gets on the end of it. Brought it down. Kept it in.
The drama, the tension, just so tense, leading toward an atmosphere here. South fans willing on their team with every touch. Altona fans doing the same thing like that. So had to be a free, surely.
Yeah, very surprised at that one as Pope clears. Well, Halfpenny got away with that one there. Quickly taken. Al Hawley looking for a cross. Cleared that time by Evans. Missed by Kamara. They send it forward. Olamawewe. Got to be careful here. Brennan holding on. Looks like there'll be 4 minutes of added time. Brennan wins it back. Good work. Kawaguchi and Pope battling hard. So there's 4 minutes left in this one. As we head into the 89th minute now.
He's been great tonight, Kawaguchi, defensively, offensively. Consistent performer for the Magic here tonight. The long throw coming.
Mikola gets it into the box. Free header there for Olamowewe. It's Habib now. He's got 2 to beat. Can Habib do it? Needs a bit of help. Gomwikweza's calling for it. Oh. And Pope's there to clean up. They're not out of trouble yet. Eventually sends it forward. Goose gets back into position. And happy to see that one go over for a throw. Oh, 90 minutes, Katie. 4 left to go. Despite the scoreline, it has been an entertaining game of football, that's for sure.
Absorbing, thrilling. We've still got more to come. 4 minutes of added time confirmed just now by the 4th official.
And Filip Jovchevski to come on here for the Magic. Coming off is number 85, Salu Kamara. So, can the youngster bring some magic to this game? It's been end-to-end action here in the last 10-15 minutes, Kate. It's exciting to watch as the Magic go forward. It's a high ball. Free header for Lampard. Kawaguchi's been really good. Gomwikweza. Jovchevski. Kawaguchi again. Smart play there. Jovchevski now. Al Hawley. Ball over the top. No one there. Follows up his own ball. Got to be careful here, the Magic. Al Hawley. Jovchevski. Lovely ball over the top. There'll be a Magic ball. We've played almost a minute and a half here at Paisley Park. Out of the 4. Going to be a long throw here for the Magic. Gets it into the box. Gomwikweza. Al Hawley. Jovchevski. Trying to get it back out. He goes backwards there. Dangerous play. Olamowewe had no choice but just to clear to safety. They've got to get numbers behind the ball now. It's Mikola. Launches one forward. Olamowewe heads it down. Jovchevski has to clear. He does. Straight down the throat of Lampard, who sends it back. Pope heads it backwards. Iglesias there. Hard chase by Gomwikweza, who goes back to Lopez. Lopez up in the air. Down the middle. Play on is the call. It's Habib. He's battling hard. And he's called it back now. That is a shocking call. I'm sorry. He should have stopped it there and then. Gone with, looks like Habib gets a yellow.
That is, I have to say it, that's a blown call. Habib did the work to beat his marker there. Bit of fortune, and Gomwikweza was good and threw on goal. Surely the game had to continue on at that point.
That's I don't know.
That's a coach killer kind of call.
That is a. I don't even know how to sum it up. If there was a foul, he should have called it then and there and not let it play on. It's not until Gomwikweza.
He's called the game brilliantly all evening, I think, referee. He's let the game flow. He's let the game go. Everything except that moment. Baffling decision there, and Altona fans up in arms about it. They are not happy. Bernardo back on his feet. You might have to go to the touchline here.
He's got to come off now. If the medics come out, he's got to come off. He can't be on the pitch because then that just makes a farce of the game. He doesn't come off. That's what I don't understand. That's a strange call. If a medic has come onto the pitch, he needs to come off for the precautionary.
And then go.
And the ref has not called it yet. Rossi's right. He's absolutely 100% right here. He needs to come off. The medic has come on.
He's lost control.
He has. Unfortunately, he's had a great game so far up until this point, and it's just been... He's finally coming off Bernardo. And the fourth official knows this as well. He should have been awake to know that. But yeah, funny scenes here at Paisley Park. If you're a Magic fan, you'll absolutely be filthy with that. Lopez gets us back underway. He's blown his whistle there. Oh. We've had drama here this evening. Is there still one final twist to this, Katie, here? Is there one last twist to this game that we don't know about? We've played almost 5.5 minutes here out of the standard 4 that was required. And now Rossi sends it forward. Gommakweza, Yorchevsky sends a high ball in the air. Gommakweza battling hard. Mikula. It'll be another throw for the Magic now. 6 minutes of added time played so far. Gus to bring it back into play. I don't know how much there's going to be left. Gets it into the box. It's a free header for Harpenny. Cleared by South, only as far as Yorchevsky. Still going, Gus. Al Hawley just has too many shirts around him. Good work. Going back to Kawaguchi. And that's the full-time whistle here at Paisley Park to the cheers of both sides, really. And in the end, a lackluster affair as it's a 0-0. And you just got a feel for the Magic there, Katie. They were in with a chance to score, but the referee called it back. But nevertheless, a well-earned point with one less player. But South Melbourne really couldn't take an advantage of that, and they'll be looking back at it, how they probably maybe dropped 2 points.
And there you go. Full time here. I don't think either side will be happy with a point apiece, to be honest, after that kind of contest, after that kind of thrilling contest. Altona, by my estimation, were the better team for longer, and I think they could feel well aggrieved at that call. That almost was a goal in the offing. A goal was right there on the toe of Gommakweza, and a baffling call puts an end to that. But nevertheless, what an absorbing encounter. I don't think a point does much for either of these sides, to be honest with you. South Melbourne falling further behind of where they would have expected to be in that kind of top contention, of that top 1 or 2 place contention. They're falling further and further behind the chasing pack now. Far from relegation material, but they're going to be further behind that chasing pack for that finals position. Altona Magic, I think they have the core of a good side, of a good, well-structured, well-rounded side. You know what their strengths are, you know what they can do. I comfortably think that they could avoid relegation, arguably comfortably in my estimation. But what a contest! Absolute thriller here on a Saturday night at Paisley Park. 0-0. Don't let that scoreline fool you. Absolute tense battle, and it was an absolute pleasure to bring it with you here tonight, Alex.
Yeah, it was an unfortunate result in the end. I feel like Matt Lacey mentioned, the Magic did have the better position of the game. They were very unlucky to get that call back, but unfortunately the ref made that decision. But it's probably a good result for them. They needed the bounce back from last week, and they have. And although it's a point, they'll still be happy with it. But nevertheless, that's football for you. If you don't take your chances, you don't get the biscuits, as they say. But as always, next week, on behalf of the team here, myself, Alex Sifkorowski and Katie Lambeski, want to thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you around the grounds.